What's up, co-reporters? Welcome back to my channel. Singer Cassie has officially released a statement about all of the Diddy drama. Of course, she did not mention Diddy by name because she is not legally able to. When she and Diddy settled that lawsuit that she filed against him, one of the terms and conditions of the lawsuit was that neither one of them were able to speak about the other or mention the other's name in public. So keep that in mind when we read the official statement that she released. Now that gruesome, horrific, horrifying hotel video was posted online and the entire world rallied around her. All right. So let me take a direct quote. Thank you for all love and support from my family, friends, strangers, and those I have yet to meet. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now. But this is only the beginning. Domestic violence is the issue. It broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. Thank you to everyone that has taken the time to take this matter seriously. My only ask is that everyone open your heart to believing victims the first time. It takes a lot of heart to tell the truth out of a situation that you were powerless in. I offer my hand to those that are still living in fear. Reach out to your people. Don't cut them off. No one should carry this weight alone. This healing journey is never ending, but this support means everything to me. Thank you. Love always, Cassie. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful open letter that she just wrote. Like, this says it all, you know? And she just so eloquently states that although she's in a better place now, she was just broken down so badly that she will always be forced for the rest of her life to heal from that. And I find that to be so sick and sad that people can just come in your life and do that to you, just destroy your present and your future in this way. You know, I'm just so devastated for her. And I'm happy that she won the settlement. But at the end of the day, there is no amount of money that can ever be enough to make up for the damage that DV causes, right? Because like she said, this is something that she's dealing with for the rest of her life. And I just find that to be so cruel. And I find that to be so unfair. And that's why I'm so happy and I'm so passionate about the takedown of Sean Diddy Combs. You know, at this point, we realize that Cassie is not the only victim. There have been other victims. He's been sued by about 4 or 5 different women at this point. There's a man who is suing him. Kim Porter has passed away, but now his former bodyguards are coming out and saying that he treated her the same way he treated Cassie. So I feel like at this point, I don't want him to just settle with all of these women. I want him to go to jail. I want him to go to prison. I want him to be in fear behind bars or to face a firing squad. But I think, in the US, they don't do that. So it'll have to be prison that has to do, I think that the rest of his life should be taken from him as well, in the form of prison. And I like that Cassie also called for people to believe victims the first time. She was so brave when she put out that lawsuit. But there were a lot of really pathetic, men who most likely also, get physical with women in the way that P. Diddy does, who ran to P. Diddy's defense, who called it a money grab, who called her a liar, all sorts of things, who now have egg on their decrepit faces. All they had to do was believe her the first time. She put in so much detail and it took so much time for her to even come forward. These rumors about Diddy had been around for such a long time that it should have never been a surprise. But the problem is, unfortunately, in the boys' club, there are always going to be toxic men ready to cover for and to defend other toxic men because their own freedom depends on it, right? Depends on uplifting toxic masculinity, violent masculinity, and scaring and intimidating women out of coming forward. And thankfully for us women, that is starting to go away. Women are starting to become brave enough to come out with it and to speak out and to ask for help. And, other women are rallying behind them. Yes, there are still pick-me-shas, rallying behind men like Diddy. Yes, there are still pick-me-shas rallying behind men like Diddy, but they are few and far between, thankfully. The majority of us are here for women like Cassie to lift them up, to validate them, and to shine a light on this disgusting issue that, unfortunately touches women all over the world. And that issue is domestic violence. Cassie, I am so happy that you are speaking out. I'm so happy that you are, loved and supported on this level, and that you see it, and you feel it. And I think she's going to need this as time goes on because, again, Diddy is going to be facing some charges very, very soon. And unfortunately, Cassie might have to be brought back into this in order to testify in some sort of capacity or to serve as some sort of a witness. And that's going to be difficult. That's going to be re-traumatizing. I'm sure the release of the video was also re-traumatizing as well, right? She's going through a lot. So definitely, you guys, make sure to continue sending her all of your love and support. As I read through the comment section, I am just so happy to see all of the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful supportive comments that she's receiving here. So her husband, Alex Fine, said, "Love you so much. Perfect example for our daughters." And I just, hang on, let me go ahead and like this right now. I just find that to be such a beautiful thing to say, and I kind of wonder for people like Cassie, whether it's women or men who go through such horrific, like truly horrific things in their life, like, how much anxiety that brings into parenthood for them. You know what I mean? Just knowing that there are people like this evil, soulless, spineless among us. Like, it's scary to have to have kids in this world, knowing that, so I definitely do want to support her in that respect as much as possible as well. Eric's Blue says, "Real men don't hit women. I'm sorry you went through that and hope nobody else goes through this," which I do think is a really wonderful message to be sending. The Brat said, "We love you. So sorry you had to go through these horrible times. No one deserves that. We appreciate your strength, Queen." There's also D Nice saying, "Sending you love and wishing you peace." Tinashe and Melissa Ford also stepped into the comments section with Tinashe saying, "Sending so much love to you, sweetheart. We love you." And with Melissa Ford saying, "You deserve the peace and happiness it seems you've been able to find. We stand with you, Cassie, and applaud your bravery." Anyway, guys, keep on sending your love and support for Cassie. I just commented a couple of heart emojis. Mind you, this is my personal Instagram, so I don't think you guys would be able to see my comment. It's so nice to see all of the love and support. Kelly Rowland was there. Taraji P. Henson is there. Lala is there with a bunch of heart emojis, prayer emojis, etc. So just keep on, sending all that love and support to Cassie. I sent a couple of hearts. Maybe you guys can go ahead and do the same thing so that she knows and feels like, everybody's energy, presence, love, and support around her. It brings tears to my eyes just thinking about like all that she went through. That video was just a small snippet of it. Like, she went through much worse from that. Like, the biggest story that I'm always thinking about outside of the freak offs where she was forced to sleep with random escorts for Diddy's pleasure, which is just, gruesome. It's a plastic surgery thing. The fact that he made her get a boob job and he goes, "Oh, you know what? Turn around, do it again. Let's change the size up." Like it was nothing, like it's just, and I can still remember having had surgery recently myself. Like, I still remember how exhausted I was. Like, after that for weeks, I did nothing but sleep 24 hours for like the first week. And then the second week, I was still super duper exhausted. So the idea of like having to go back and do it over, first of all, you didn't even want it, right? Then you have to go back and do it over again in 24 hours because you're like freaking shithole of a boyfriend who's demonic in every sense of the word, insisted on like having it redone. And then, he allegedly kills off the doctor who protested to it. Like, there's just so much that this girl went through. So, it really makes you sad. It really makes you want to cry and just send her all of the love and support in the world, because what she went through is nothing short of just traumatizing, truly, truly, truly traumatizing, truly, truly inhumane, cruel, and evil, So, I do forever and always stand with Cassie in the face of all of this. And I also appreciate the fact that she brought this to light in a way, and in bringing it to light, she opened up the door for other women and men to be brave enough to speak about their own horrific experiences with P Devil and to sue the pants off of him and to lead to this raid and to lead to the, hopefully, God willing, I'm knocking on all the wood I can find, serious felony charges against him. Honestly, my wish right now is for Diddy to be locked the F up for the rest of his life or worse. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section down below. And don't forget, if you're going through DV as well, listen to Cassie's words. She says, reach out to people. Don't allow this person to cut off your family, your friends. Reach out to these people. These people love you. These people want to save you. And these people want to get you help. Okay. And there's no shame in it. It's not your fault. Unfortunately, this is something that happens all over the world. And, it's only in speaking out and reaching out that you can be saved from this. Okay. So remember that, you guys. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.